Hello from Gardening at Douentza here in Ireland, and this is a video update on all of my Streptocarpus, and I must tell you almost all of them are in flower at the moment. So you're very welcome to this video on my Streptocarpus collection, and we are now looking at the entirety of the collection. And you'll see that a lot of them, really the vast majority, are in flower at the moment. But it's difficult to see them from here, so not to worry. We're going to go right in there and look at each one in detail. I keep my Streptocarpus on an east-facing window, or patio doors, as you can see, and they seem to do well there. Now I have experimented with them in different places. Certainly on a north-facing window, they seem to do okay in winter. But last year I did a bit of an experiment and put them in this shelving unit, which is just over here. And it's kind of between north and east, northeast I guess. And they just didn't get enough light, so that didn't work out. So they're back to the east-facing window again. And before we start with my very favourite, which is the one we're looking at here, just to let you know that in summer I feed these with quarter strength tomato food and just try and keep them hydrated. They're in very small pots, as you'll see when we go around, so they do dry out quickly and you really need to keep your eye on them. Okay, well, my collection tends to favour the Russian and Ukrainian varieties. And this one we're looking at here is a Ukrainian one called Hawaiian Party. Now I'm going to put the names up on the screen as we go, so if you're interested you can see there. And the brackets bit at the end is the hybridizer who made this particular cross, so take a look out for that. Now this is Hawaiian Party, as I mentioned, and I absolutely love it. I love it for its double red flowers, which are quite big. And this is one I made from cuttings myself, and as you can see it really is doing well and producing lots of spikes, which lots more to come, so that's what we want to see. I just find that when Streptocarpus are generated from cuttings they do so much better than trying to divide the plant or work with very old plants. Here beside we have another we have a Russian variety which has been with me for a while. So this is the original plant actually in this instance. It's not something I've produced from cuttings myself. And yeah, it's doing well. Moving over here we have Cavalli, also a Russian hybrid, but from a different set of hybridizers. And you're looking at the name now on the screen. Please do not ask me to pronounce that because I can't do it. And this is a very nice cross with white and blue, and I really like it a lot. So we just moved down a row to the shelf below and see what we have here. On this second shelf we have a lot of the dark colours, and this middle one here is one from Simon Jones, who's in Wales and was kind enough to send me a couple of his hybrids actually, and it really is a nice one and very floriferous. And it's flanked here by Black Magic from the Ukrainian hybridizer again, and this really is almost black. This is one I've propagated from cuttings myself. And over here on this side is DS-Siberia, also from the same Ukrainian hybridizer, and it's a dark flower but not completely black. Meant to get very large, but I guess it's just on, well, it's acclimatizing here. Let's see. Yeah, it's got buds and that coming. It should do okay. Now, a friend sent me this cutting, so I don't have it so terribly long. And then just moving down here to the shelf below, and this might be a bit difficult to show, but this is the American hybridizer, Allison Beveson, and this is as orange as you get with Streptocarpus. And this really is a beautiful plant. I know it's not really orange, but that doesn't matter because it's a beautiful plant. And this one has lots of buds coming at the moment, so I hope to have, well, a whole kind of array of flowers over the top before very long, and I really look forward to that. And just beside her is DS-Horus. Now this is a Ukrainian hybrid, and one I had before and lost, and was just determined I had to get it again because it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And this in fact is one of the plug plants I bought from Dibley's not very long ago, and you'll see a link to that video at the end of this one. It's the unboxing video. And basically Dibley's are selling this on behalf of the Ukrainian hybridizer, and it came to me as a small plug plant, and now it's in flower. Look at that, 2 big flowers, and that's another spike coming, another one in there. So if you buy those plugs from Dibley's, really don't be afraid of the fact that they come with such small plugs, because if you treat them right, they really go on and flower very well in a very quick time. And we'll have a look at the other 2 I bought at the same time and see how they're doing. So I guess that's half my collection, and we'll move over here to the left and have a look at some of the others now. And we're starting here with the bottom shelf, where I have a number that aren't really in flower. I suppose the first stop is the Dibley's ones that I bought in the recent unboxing that you saw. And this is Harlequin blue, and it's just coming into flower. So this again was a plug plant, and look at all the buds down there, doing really, really well. You really can't do better than the vigour that newly propagated plants will give you. Now the other one that I got at the same time, let's just move this fella down here, is the plug plant, is this one here. And this one is Nerys, and I think I saw some flower spikes coming. I can't see them now, maybe not, but if there aren't, I mean look, it's a good healthy plant, and before very long I will have flowers on it, so very pleased with that. Here in front we have, coming into flower, I think this is Vampire's Kiss. Yeah, Vampire's Kiss. So this is a very deep red plant. Very, very nice. And over here we have Dibley's Crystal Ice. So this is supposedly the continuous flowering one, and it does flower through the winter, but yeah, I don't know, maybe I haven't managed to get it to be as prolific as the literature claimed. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong really. I mean, it's a healthy enough plant. And then the other one that isn't in flower yet behind is this one here. What's this? Oh, it's another DS-Hawaiian party. So this is the first one we looked at. I propagated, and of course when you propagate you get more than one. So, well, we see, I don't see any buds yet, but we'll hope. And we'll just move up from those that are barely in flower or not in flower to above. And we have some really nice ones here. First, of course, is this one that was in absolute flower during my last Orchids in Bloom video, and isn't it gorgeous? Sunny Hare. It's a Ukrainian hybrid, and it has loads of flowers. Now as for the actual plant, it's quite small, you know, it's a small plant. Lots of healthy leaves, lots of buds coming. Yeah, you can't say better than that. I mean, what else do you want for in a Streptocarpus? It's doing really well. And just beside it then we have Hamlet, which is a Polish hybrid. And this one I'm very pleased with. Let's turn around here and see, look at these flowers. Really, really nice. However, one thing I didn't notice on poor old Hamlet is that, look at that. That is a mealy bug. It's a really big mealy bug. In fact, this mealy bug is so big, it could almost be a teddy. But I don't want to hug it. So after, and actually I've had the mealy bug on this one before. I don't know, I don't seem to be able to shake it. So at the end of this video, what I'm going to do is just apply some isopropyl alcohol. I'll show you how to do this, just to spot clean the plant. And at the very back, we have two hybrids from Simon Jones in Wales again, and I love this one. Isn't this gorgeous? Big flowers, striking markings, absolutely gorgeous. And the other one down here, it's a dark one, and I think I kind of favoured the dark ones at one stage. But the dark ones are nice, but you really need some bright to show them off. So it looks good against something like this, the sunny Hare. But if you have just a whole load of dark ones like I have on the middle shelf on the other side, it really isn't that noteworthy, you know. You need to be able to see the flowers, not just kind of like a dark hole in the middle of where the flowers should be. Okay, so that's my Streptocarpus collection. I have one more in the kitchen I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to deal with poor Hamlet here and his little affliction. So come with me into the kitchen and let's do that now. So here we are in the kitchen, and here's some isopropyl alcohol. Just going to put a bit into this egg cup here, just a little bit, and keep the lid back on so it doesn't lose its effectiveness. A little Q-tip, which I'm going to soak in the alcohol, and then I'm going to dab these divils here on the plant now. So there's one there. And what we really need to look out for is in at the base. So I don't know if you can see that here, but there's a lot of this white stuff in here, which is the mealies, the divils. They must like Hamlet. They must be tasty. Now, just going underneath him here as well. Poor Hamlet. And of course they find the most awkward, inaccessible places to hide out and do their damage. Now I have to be careful not to break the leaves, because they do break easily. I'll just have a go with the flower spike there, and I don't know what that is over there, but it's white, so we'll have a go at it. See what this spike is doing. Okay, now right in there, you see that? See it? White. Okay, get a good lot in there. It's quite challenging. Thing is to just keep an eye on them and keep at it. Do you see this here? This hair? Any idea what that is? That's cat hair. My cat likes to jump up on the strep table. Now, having said that, she's very good. She doesn't do any damage, but she does leave her evidence behind. Okay, I think that's about enough for the minute. I will have a go again myself when the camera isn't in my face. Right, let me show you that final strep and we'll call it a wrap. And just to wrap up this video, I've brought you over here to my houseplant display to see the final strep that I currently possess, and it's a Dibley's one, Harlequin damsel, and it really has pretty flowers, super flowers. Now they do tend to curl in a bit like this one is if you don't keep it properly hydrated, so you know that was my fault, but aren't the markings just gorgeous? Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this Streptocarpus video and some of my growing tips during the course of the video. And if so, give it the thumbs up and check back for lots more gardening fun. Bye!